Hi, I'm Irisha. I'm 21 years old. I go to UTS and I'm a student. When I think of the word Muslim, I think of my family on my mum's side. I think of peace. I think of a religion that I associate with really positive memories and experiences. Pauline Hanson, when she thinks of Muslim or Islam, I think of racism, I think of ban halal, I think of her going into parliament wearing a niqab and thinking it's okay. For me, I wouldn't say, it's hard for me to answer that question because I'm not Muslim, so it doesn't necessarily impact my daily life. But when I think of Islamophobia, I think of my family and how that affects them. So for a lot of them, it's being the other in society, turning on the TV and seeing that they're the hated one. And usually it's on the media, Islamophobia is portrayed as something that's very negative and it should be changed. Perspectives need to change. And so when I think of Islamophobia, I think of members of my family being compared to animals. I do think that members of my family have experienced a lot of confrontation or discrimination when they identify as Muslim. I know that they've come up to me and they've told me, even friends, that they do find it hard or uncomfortable at times to tell people they're Muslim because they're afraid of people acting or treating them differently. I can't speak from my own experience, but it's hard to put myself into those shoes because that's not my life. I don't live that. That's not my experience. It's definitely important to talk about Islamophobia and discrimination in general because we live in a world now that is so saturated by technology and we have information at the tips of our fingers. So why are we still so closed-minded to other religions? In my opinion, I think it's very important to start this conversation because that's when everything starts changing. Just having a conversation like this, having a discussion, talking about the elephant in the room that no one really wants to talk about is crucial. And I think if we want to progress as a society and make everybody feel like they're a part of a society, it's important to have this conversation. I think if I confronted someone who was Islamophobic, I would take that opportunity to educate and inform and have a conversation like we're having now. Though it would be very hard to keep my emotions intact. I do find that hard at times, but I think having a conversation and opening that can of worms is the first step into creating any change or, influencing their point of view.